I was surprised to find out that this film is regarded by some critics a visual masterpiece. Well, I was getting ready to see an impressive piece of cinematic work made in a blue velvet manner. But even though I was rather impressed by the stylistic part of the film, the rest of it is just a meaningless and utterly useless revenge story with some pathetic wannabe conclusions. The film isn't gory or over the top, it just has some nudity and this typical for Franco lesbian sex scene, but that's all. But then again, this is a German-Spanish co-production. Maybe it's a whole different style in the horror genre. But then again, the Italians are famous, or infamous, for their gruesome exploitation cinema. It all depends on how you look at things. And then there are some B-American horror flicks back from the 70s that didn't shy away from on-screen gore or sexuality. And please, let's not even begin to talk about Japanese or Hong Kong cat-free films. But what the heck do we know about Spanish horror movies? I mean, sure, we could see Spanish filmmakers in the position of directing surreal avant-garde films much like those of Alejandro Jodorowsky or other South American filmmakers, but is there something specific about the Spanish horror cinema? I'm not going to ask the same thing about the Germans though. Moving along. I repeat, there is nothing special about She Killed in Ecstasy. It's not even entertaining, but not unbearable either. It'll only last 73 minutes, fortunately. The plot is simple, although it looks a bit more promising in the beginning. This is our main character. She goes nutty after her husband kills himself because the board banned his genetic experiments. So the guy goes berserk and cuts his veins. Seeking vengeance on those who ruined her husband's life, she takes them down one by one. That's the plot! Wait a second, I forgot about this guy. This detective does nothing important in the film, but he does appear at the end of the whole damn massacre so he can enlighten us with his brilliant explanation about what the heck just happened. The movie promises a lot in the beginning. It's marvelously filmed, and some scenes will surely remind the viewer of A Clockwork Orange, but director Jess Franco loses most of the strong points he started out with. These intermission type scenes are also remarkable because they create the impression of a dream sequence. We see our female antagonist near her dead husband's body. Franco also uses eye-catching colors in this scene, and we can assume it takes place in an imaginary plan. Although, surprise! It's not an imaginary plan at all. In the ending, it is revealed the fact that she had been carrying her dead husband's body all along. That's right. What a twist! If this was supposed to be a reference to Norman Bates' mother from Psycho, then I think that even Claudio Lattanzi would have done a better job with this twist. If we were to take out all the music from the soundtrack, then I think the movie would have been a lot better. Franco doesn't know how and when to use his damn music so he can build up the atmosphere. Check this out. That's pathetic. He doesn't give this character a chance. He doesn't let us try to understand what she's going through. Even in these conditions, the leading actress did a great job, along with all the other actors, even Franco himself. In conclusion, this movie managed to destroy itself almost entirely before it ended. I thought that in all his 180 films, one of them had to be good. Not this one. 1 star out of 4. Thanks for tuning in, and be sure to check my next review at www.careggiana.com.